Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, liked them, shared them, and especially if you signed up to my channel. I'm truly grateful for that. If you're new, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found me. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the areas of love and relationship for the month of May. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get started. In the center of your reading, you do have the Two of Pentacles. But so if you look at it, the Two of Pentacles is all about balancing something. Like this person is juggling things and able to manage whatever comes to him, and he's very good at making sure that everything is done. So in terms of relationship, this can mean a couple of things. You are trying to find balance in the relationship. You are trying to make sure everything is working. You are very flexible with your partner, and you make things work. For some of you, it might be that you need to make some kind of a decision about the future of the relationship. What is the next phase? For some of you, this can indicate that you and your partner are juggling a lot of financial issues, or maybe you just need to make some kind of a big financial decision together. This can mean buying a house, getting a mortgage, getting a car, or getting a loan together. So something related to finances that you are trying to juggle together. And you know what you need to, whenever this card comes up, you need to evaluate, are you willing to put all the efforts into this relationship to make it work? And we will see from the other cards what are the messages around that. It also shows some ups and downs, right? Like this is kind of like that card that goes ups and down. Like usually there's like an infinite sign on it where you're kind of going up and down. But so maybe your life with your partner is going through some ups and downs. If you're single, this card is telling you that you need to juggle better your work-life balance in order to find space for love. But I think in this card, very important that you do have the rainbow here. So we'll see what the other cards are telling you all about that. Let's start with the first card, which is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is one of those waiting cards for me. When you are, you've been working something, you planted the seeds, and you're trying to see what's gonna get out of these seeds, whatever you planted. Right, you are waiting, evaluating. Is this gonna be worth harnessing whatever you invested? So that's kind of the general energy, which kind of means in relationships that I think both of you are putting a lot of effort into this relationship. If you are in a relationship, it's kind of one of those nurturing energy that can turn into a long-term relationship. Now this can be a card that can indicate buying a house together. So maybe that's what you're juggling, that's what you are trying to kind of get a mortgage for that. But this card also means that you are capable of manifesting whatever you want. You will reap the benefits of your efforts. You're going to reap what you sow. And if you are single, this can also mean that you are kind of in a waiting game. It's like you're kind of waiting. What's gonna get? Are you gonna meet somebody? But you will. You just need to maybe wait a little more, which is not necessarily what you want to hear, but that's what the cards are telling you. The next card is the Four of Swords. It's interesting that we were talking about waiting, because this is another card that is really all about resting, recovering, healing, waiting. Now, for some of you, this can mean some fear, anxiety, stress, and you might be feeling overwhelmed, and you need to take a step back, and you need to rest, and you need to relax. Maybe you need to meditate, you need to find your inner balance, because that's what this card is all about, is taking a step back, taking a time out and rest and recover. So maybe there's lots of pressure in the relationship if you are in a relationship, and you are it is impacting the relationship. It can be financial stresses, because that's what you're trying to juggle, and that has an impact on both of you. It's very important, if that's the case, that you plan together how to deal with the stress. You work together as a couple to make things work. If you're single, this might indicate that you've been kind of withdrawing from dating, and probably what you need to do is really have some introspection and spend some time alone to really figure out what you want from a relationship, what you want from a partner. Like, usually this card is all about some kind of a blessing. So this time out you have is really a blessing. You need that. You need this time out to recover. And then we do have the King of Cups, which can indicate a person. The King of Cups is a very caring, very warm, loving, affectionate person. Usually it is the female, it represents a female. It's a very female energy. She can be quiet, shy, but very loyal, faithful, and it's very important that you treat her well. For some of you, this can indicate you or your partner, or if you're single, you might meet a person like that. But generally in relationship, it's a very caring, fulfilling energy, emotional security. For her, the emotions are very, very important. Let's see the next card, which is, wow, the King of Cups. So you do have both the Queen and the King of Cups. What a great couple. This is like a divine counterpart of each other, because the King of Cups is another person who's a very good partner, a very loving, and if you are with him, you should find a lot of emotional fulfillment, like romance and affection should be really abundant in the relationship. And he's very caring and loving, but he's very able to balance his mind and his feelings as well. If you look at him, he's sitting in the middle of an ocean, and the waves cannot really disturb him. But having the two cards in the same spread, in a loving spread, it just means that most likely, if you are in a relationship, you and your partner have a very strong bond. You might be soulmates, you are a divine counterpart, you are really connected, you must be madly in love with each other when this card comes out. Now, if you're single, most likely that's the kind of relationship that will come into your life. And then we do have the next card, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is interesting, another waiting energy. You really have like three waiting cards, because the Three of Wands is one of those energies when you are pretty much, you made all of your plans, you know what you want, you kind of want you're waiting for ships to arrive. So if you look at it, he's out there and seeing if his ships, his abundance, his gains are coming in. So in terms of relationship, it means that the relationship is moving forward with a success. You are happy about the choices you made or you're making, and and this can also be a sign of a long distance relationship for some of you. If you're single, you might be enjoying being single, but this can indicate some travel as well. Maybe you need to go on a vacation, take some time out with your partner. If you're in a relationship, take it as it resonates. But let's continue. Let's see what the last three cards are. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication for me that the message has resonated with you, and it also helps me to grow the channel and make sure that the message gets out to more people. And for you, that's just a click of a button. But let's see what else is coming. You do have the Tower. Now, the Tower is a very sudden change, a destructive energy. It's an uncomfortable change. When we are forced to do something, we need to change something, and it helps us to get out of the feeling of being stuck. Sometimes you need the Tower to be able to move forward. Overall, this can mean a couple of things. If you are in a bad relationship, and might indicate that the relationship is ending, you're breaking up, and you're breaking free from the relationship. For some of you, it can be that the relationship is just going through some very tough times, very testing times, and you're dealing with a lot of stress in the relationship. Not necessarily coming from the relationship. I kind of sense more of an outside influence. But usually if the relationship survives this testing time, it's gonna get stronger, deeper, and last. Definitely gonna be a lasting relationship. For some of you that are single, the Tower can indicate a situation where you're gonna experience something uncomfortable, and but this uncomfortable situation will reveal you why you are single. Maybe there's a certain behavior you're doing, maybe you're not brushing your teeth, I'm just joking, but you just don't know, like something that's gonna be revealed to you that why you're single. And once you kind of get over that, it's gonna be actually very helpful for you to be able to find a partner. Now the next card is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving card. So I think after all of this resting and waiting, this Tower moment's gonna speed things up, because the Knight of Swords is a big sudden change, right? So something's gonna be really changing your life in May that's impacting your relationship. Because the Knight of Swords is usually the change that you've been waiting for. So this is not something. It is something, and you do have the waiting, right? So you've been waiting for something, and then boom, it's gonna come in, and it's gonna change your life. Now, for some of you, this can, in a relationship matters, can be some deeper commitment, wedding. In some instances, the card can indicate that maybe the partner is thinking about leaving the relationship. Take it as it resonates. But if you are single, this is definitely a card that shows you that something is coming into your life. Maybe you're meeting somebody who's very, very talkative, very honest, very open, impulsive as well. And let's see the last card, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is such a great card to finish up this reading, because this is an indication of a fresh start. So a fresh start is coming for some of you that are single. You're meeting somebody new, Maybe you're gonna meet this person through work or business, but this relationship is gonna provide you with some security, stability. If you are in a relationship, this card tells you that the relationship is very stable, abundant, and it is on solid feet. So it's a very solid relationship. And what I can tell you here, for me, it's very interesting when you really look at the cards. A lot of the cards have this waviness, these splashes that are kind of indicating some storm. So if you look at all of these cards are very has some darkness, some gloomy dark cloud. So I think what I'm kind of seeing from that there's a lot of storms around the relationship. There's lots of things that are coming up and down. There's lots of things you need to balance. But you guys are stable. Like, you do have the King of Cups. You do have the Ace of Pentacles. You do have a very strong connection if you are in a relationship. And you're able to make the stormy time work. Like, you do have the Tower, which is another kind of like a lightning going into the building. So what I can kind of sense here is that the relationship might be going through some testing times, maybe from outside influences. But you do have the rainbow here, right? That's kind of the middle of the reading. The rainbow kind of tells you that this testing time is gonna end, and you're gonna go to the more stable level. So you've been waiting for something. Like, the waiting is very much in these cards, but I think this Tower moment, whatever this big sudden change gonna be, it's gonna make things really faster and bring the stability that you are looking for. But again, you do have the Queen and the King of Cups, which is a very strong connection that probably can take the testing of the universe. And you do have the High Priestess, which is, and you look at it, it has all this beautiful calm water on it. I think that just kind of tells you that you're gonna get to that. So dear Aquarius, that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated, and I will see you again.